Only perseverance can save Mithe life story of Lang Vang Chapter 1. Born into the fog, Lang Vang was born in a small farming village in Laos, where the mornings came with mist and the nights came with hunger. He was the youngest of 5 children, 2 older sisters and 2 older brothers. One of those sisters would later become my mother. The Vang family lived in a house made of bamboo and thatch. The floor was dirt. The roof leaked when it rained. But poverty was not their only enemy. Leng's father was a smoker of caffeine, a drug that stimulates the brain and nervous system. At first, it made him feel strong and energetic. But addiction has a way of turning strength into chains. When he smoked, he could work all day. But when the drug left his body, he became weak, angry, irritable, and unable to do anything at all. The family had no steady food. Some days they ate only leftover rice and salt. Other days, nothing at all. The father's addiction ate up whatever little money they had. The children went to bed with hollow stomachs and wide, silent eyes. Leng learned early, no one is coming to save us. Chapter 2. When the father falls, death came quietly to Leng's father. Not with drama, but with the slow exhaustion of a man who had burned himself out. When he passed away, the household did not weep for long. There was no time. One by one, Leng's older brothers and sisters got married and left the house. They built their own families, their own struggles. And then, one day, Leng looked around and realized only he and his mother remained. He was 10 years old. The house felt bigger now, but emptier. His mother was aging, her bones aching from years of bending over rice fields. The farm work did not wait for childhood. The rice did not plant itself. The pigs did not feed themselves, so Leng began. Chapter 3. The Boy Who Became a Man. At 10, Leng woke before sunrise. He fed the chickens. He boiled water. He carried his mother's breakfast to her bed. Then he walked to the fields. At 12, he could plow with water buffalo. At 13, he could slaughter a pig. At 14, his mother could no longer keep up. She stayed home now, doing light tasks, sewing, cooking, watching over the small house. Leng did everything alone. His farm was far from home, a long walk through jungle paths and across streams. He carried his tools on one shoulder and his hope on the other. There was no packed lunch. There was no snack. There was only what the land gave him. He survived on cassava. He became a master fisherman, casting lines into muddy rivers and pulling out his main food: fish. Grilled, boiled, or dried, fish was what kept him alive. Slowly, he began to sell extra fish and the animals he raised. A chicken here, a pig there. The coins were few, but they existed. For the first time, Leng and his mother could eat proper meals, sometimes even meat. His neighbors whispered, "That boy works like a man who has already lived 3 lives." Leng said nothing. He just kept going. Chapter 4. The silence of no school. Leng never went to school as a child. There was no money for paper, no time for lessons. The farm demanded his hands, and his hands obeyed. But deep inside, he knew something was missing. He could not read. He could not write. He could only count coins by sight. When he saw other children walking to the village school, he felt a sharp pain in his chest. Not jealousy, but awareness. "I am strong," he thought. But strength without knowledge is a blade without a handle. Still, he did not complain. Complaining fills no stomach. He told himself, one day I will learn, even if I am old, even if I am the oldest student in the room. Chapter 5. The War That Changed. Everything. America's second war in Laos came like a storm that had been brewing for years. Villages burned. Families fled. The jungle became a place of hiding, not hunting. Leng was 18 years old. The decision to leave was not easy. His mother was old. The land was all he knew, but staying meant death. So he joined the flood of Lao families crossing the Mekong River into Thailand, into the refugee camps. He arrived with nothing. No money, no education, no language, no family beside him. His mother had stayed behind with relatives, too fragile to travel. In the camp, Leng's life reset to 0. Chapter 6. Learning at 18. Imagine never having held a pencil. Imagine never having seen the letters of your own language. And then at 18 years old, you are told you must learn not one, but 2 new languages just to survive. That was Leng's reality. In the Thai refugee camp, he had to learn Thai to speak with guards, shopkeepers, and local officials. And he had to learn English because America was the dream, and English was the key. He could not read Lao. He could not read Hmong. He had no foundation at all. But Leng had something else. A spine made of iron. During the day, he worked, carrying water, hauling supplies, doing whatever labor the camp offered. At night, he sat with a dim lamp and a borrowed notebook, learning letters like a child. A is for apple. He wrote it 100 times. B is for boy. 100 more. People laughed at him. An 18-year-old man learning the alphabet? How embarrassing. Leng did not stop. He could not afford embarrassment. He could only afford perseverance. Chapter 7. The Door to America. After months of studying, Leng passed the interviews. He was chosen to go to the United States. The flight was his first time on an airplane. He looked out the window at the ocean below and thought of his mother, still in Laos. He thought of the farm, the cassava, the fish. He thought of all the years he had spent bent over rice fields, hungry and tired, and he promised himself, I will build something. Not just for me, for all of them. Chapter 8. Hanoi City, a new beginning. The plane landed in America. Leng stepped onto soil that did not know his name or his struggle. He spoke broken English. He had no degree, no family waiting, no money in his pocket. But he had his hands. And he had his will. He found work, any work. He washed dishes. He cleaned floors. He worked in factories and farms. He saved every dollar like it was a seed that could grow into a tree. Slowly, painfully, he built a life. In Hanoi City, he met a good woman. They married. She saw in him not a poor refugee, but a king who had crawled through mud to find his crown. Together, they had 3 sons. Leng's house was no longer bamboo and thatch. It was wood and concrete and love. He had a family that stayed. Chapter 9. The kindness of a man who had nothing. Leng never forgot Laos. As soon as he could, he found his family, and he told them come to live the same village with his mom. He come to visit them, especially his mom who waiting for him to come back home. But this time he didn't come alone. He came with his lovely family. He sent money back. He bought land for his family in the village. He built them a house, then a farm, then a car. He told and teach them how to make money, how to manage it, how to grow it. He paid for medical treatments for his mom, but he did not just send money. He sent wisdom. He wrote letters, slowly, carefully, in the Lao he had finally learned. He gave suggestions on how to grow crops better, how to save money, how to manage a household. He taught them to fish, not literally, but the same lesson he had learned as a boy. Do not depend on others. Depend on your own hands, some listened. Some did not. That was not his responsibility. His responsibility was to give, and he gave generously. Chapter 10. The words that stay forever. I am the child of his sister, his niece. And Leng has always been more than an uncle to me. He is a mountain I look up to. Whenever I fall into difficult times, he calls me. Or he sits with me, and he speaks slowly, in that quiet voice of a man who has seen too much to ever panic. 2 of his words I have carved into my heart. Trust in hard work, never trust in good luck, and making money is difficult, but using money is more difficult. He taught me that luck is a liar. It comes and goes, but hard work leaves a mark. He taught me that earning is only half the battle. Managing what you earn is where most people fail. I have never forgotten. I will never forget. Chapter 11. Only perseverance can save. Mi Leng Vang is not a hero in any movie. He has no statue, no street named after him. But in my eyes, and in the eyes of everyone who knows his story, he is proof of one simple truth. When no one saves you, You save yourself. He was born poor. His father was an addict. He never went to school. He worked a farm alone at 14. He fled a war. He started from zero in a refugee camp. He learned 2 languages as an adult. He crossed an ocean with nothing. He built a family. He lifted an entire village back home. Not because he was lucky, because he never, ever gave up. So when I repeat his title, only perseverance can save me, I am not quoting a slogan. I am quoting a life, the end in loving memory of every struggle that shaped him, and in gratitude for every lesson he gave me.